Agricultural Issues TED Talk with Lauren Wallace. Today my topic is animal welfare and humane livestock handling. Animal welfare is the well-being of animals. Humane livestock handling is built up of all the acts, laws, and regulations of the raising and slaughtering of livestock. For hundreds, even thousands of years, people have slaughtered animals for food and clothing without proper care of the animals and without regard that animals are living too. The Animal Welfare Act is a U.S. federal law regulating the treatment of animals' research, transport, and livestock, and gives those animals rights to say the least. There are 5 freedoms to animal welfare, including freedom from hunger and thirst, freedom from discomfort, freedom from pain, injury, and disease, freedom to express normal behavior, freedom from fear and distress, indifference to animal welfare, CAFOs, or concentrated animal feeding operations, are completely opposite and have no regard for the lives of the animals. Animal welfare and the laws and regulations help to protect these animals. Animal welfare in itself can be considered a legislation. The Animal Welfare Act, the 28-Hour Law, the Humane Slaughter Act, the Endangered Species Act, mostly regarding types of fish sold in markets, and many state laws have been passed and improved. Now on to the timeline. In 1911, the Council of Justice to Animals, or the CJA, was formed, a group of people concerned about how animals are being slaughtered for food and clothing. The first attempt at change was replacing the pole axe with a mechanically operated humane stunner in the early 1920s. These stunners were questioned at first, but after an 8-month demonstration by the HSA, they were being used everywhere. In 1928, the CJA united with the Humane Slaughter of Animals Association and formed the group HSA, or Humane Slaughter Association. In 1930, many locals adopted bylaws that required for there to be use of stunners in local areas. In 1933, the Slaughter of Animals Act was introduced, requiring that mechanical humane stunners be used on all cattle and calves, and for electrical humane stunners or electroelaser to be used on pigs. In 1958, the Slaughterhouse Act was introduced, which prevented the cruelty of animals and created hygiene regulations. In 1960, HSA developed the first handheld low-voltage electric stunner for poultry. In 1967, the Slaughter of Poultry Act was introduced, requiring the proper treatment and humane handling of all food animals that are slaughtered, which did not include poultry. Not everyone believes in animal rights, which is why there are always many disagreements on this topic for many reasons. For one, having to have the stunners will cost money, even if some of them were donated to the farmers. Somewhere along the line, someone had to buy the parts, build it, then others would have to buy the finished product. And even with some being donated, some were also bought directly, and that money adds up as time goes on. They dole out, and farmers grow. Another could simply be the reason of the fact that they are just animals in the eyes of some. We can't understand them, we don't know everything about them besides the fact that we can kill them easily, they taste good, and make good profit. So why not just kill them, get it over with, and save some time and money? which is sadly what a lot of people think, is that if we can do something so much easier, why would we waste time, effort, and money by keeping the animals healthy and happy till the end where humane slaughter should take place? Animal welfare promotes a more humane way of farming animals. Humane animal farming helps in so many ways. First of all, the animals can live longer, healthier, and more active lives. It is less damaging to the environment, and farmers actually get more and fair money. In regards to cost, it's cheaper because you use less fuel, less feed, and less water. Humane farms have a need for more employees, which creates more job opportunities. In regard of the environment, it creates less pollution and reduces the environmental damages. Animal welfare shines a good light on companies who take the animals' lives into consideration, and therefore those companies will have more people buying their meats, knowing the animals lived a good, free life before going to the consumer's dinner table. However, these meats are often more expensive than meat grown in CAFOs and may drive some consumers away because of cost. Like I said earlier, humane farms are better for the environment and the costs of care are lower than that of other types of farms. However, it takes up more land and requires more time and energy that some farmers would go without. In general, animal welfare gives animals rights to a good life and is wonderful in its own manner. However, not everyone cares about an animal's life, and it seems pointless to them. Animal welfare can be practiced everywhere around the world. However, some of the best countries when it comes to the animal welfare are Switzerland, with some of the strictest animal laws, Hong Kong, Germany, with one environmental law reading. The state takes responsibility for protecting the natural foundations of life and animals in the interest of future generations. And the UK, where in 2006 the Animal Welfare Act was passed. Showing an example of animal welfare being practiced, a girl named Temple Grandin spent many years doing what she believed in and trying to create things that will both help the animals, specifically cows, and the farmers as well, while still remaining in budget, causing less deaths for the cattle and making it so the animals somewhat enjoy the life they have before being stunned and slaughtered. Her story is her own, and it has brought so many positive and helpful things into the agricultural industry and has helped with maintaining animal welfare laws and regulations. The term humane livestock handling was actually created by Temple Grandin and is heard of and used everywhere in today's agricultural society. Temple Grandin also created 2 inventions used in cattle farms to this day, including the curved loading chutes and the center track restraining system. Thank you for watching. That is the end of the agriculture issues TED Talk, topic being animal welfare.